All right, in this explainer, we're going to break down a devotional called Deliverance Through Prayer and Truth. We're going to unpack its structure to see exactly how it guides a person from a private, personal struggle all the way to becoming part of a huge global mission.
So how does it actually work? Well, this isn't just a simple devotional message. It's a really carefully constructed journey. You can almost think of it like a funnel. It starts super broad, talking about a problem almost anyone can relate to, and then it guides the reader step by step toward a very specific set of actions. Let's dig into how that funnel is built.
So, the journey kicks off by immediately laying down this central, powerful theme. It's designed to hook anyone who's feeling overwhelmed or just needs some help in their life.
Now, pay attention to the wording here. It's not just a topic, it's a prophetic theme. That language immediately dials up the urgency. And the promise? It's huge. Deliverance from all evil. That sets a really high-stakes tone right out of the gate, offering a massive solution to a deeply universal problem.
Okay, so with the problem on the table, the text rolls out its first tool for deliverance, and it's something foundational, something almost everyone understands: prayer.
The source immediately grounds this advice in Scripture, pulling a quote from the book of James. See, this isn't just a friendly suggestion. By using a sacred text, the instruction gets this sense of timeless authority. The message is crystal clear. If you're struggling, your first move is to pray.
Next up, the text defines what it actually means by prayer in this context. And it's not just, passive wishing. It's framed as an active, powerful tool, a direct line that connects you to a higher power and invites that power to step in and help.
So, the main takeaway here is that prayer is positioned as that critical first step. It's your direct line to getting help and finding peace. But, and this is important, it's not the only step. See, prayer isn't the only tool in the toolbox. The text introduces a second, parallel path: truth. Prayer is all about calling for external help, right? But truth, that's about an internal change. It's about transforming your own mind. The idea is you really need both to work together.
And that brings us to this second key. The focus shifts from an action, the act of praying, to a kind of knowledge, knowing the truth. And just like they did with prayer, the text uses scripture to give this concept some serious weight. This is a super famous quote from the Gospel of John, and it frames truth not as just a simple fact, but as an active, liberating force. The message is clear: if you don't have the truth, you're in some kind of bondage.
According to the source, when you embrace this truth, you get very specific results. It shatters the chains of fear and sin and totally renews your mind. And then, the text makes this absolutely crucial connection. It says this abstract truth is actually embodied in the person of Jesus. So the concept becomes both a universal principle and a personal relationship.
Okay, this is where the devotional makes a major pivot. It moves away from teaching these two big ideas, prayer and truth, and brings it all down to a very concrete, very direct call to action. This is the real turning point of the whole piece. So instead of just encouraging general prayer, the source literally gives you a script to read. This prayer of salvation is presented as the pivotal moment, the one specific act that takes all the teaching and crystallizes it into a single life-changing decision.
And if you look closely, this prayer follows a really clear four-step logic. First, you acknowledge the problem. Second, you believe in the solution. Third, you confess it out loud. And fourth, you commit to following a whole new path. It's a complete conversion framework, all boiled down into a few simple sentences, which makes it incredibly accessible to anyone.
And what happens immediately after you say the prayer? You're met with a congratulations. This gives you instant reinforcement for your decision. And then, bam, you're offered a free ebook. This is such a classic engagement strategy. Once someone makes a commitment, you give them the next step right away to keep that momentum going.
And here we go. This is the final and maybe the most significant turn in the funnel. The focus zooms way out from the reader's private, personal, spiritual experience to a direct invitation to join a massive, worldwide organization. This is where the sheer scale of the ambition just hits you. The reader, who just a minute ago was focused on their own personal situation, is now being invited to join a mission with a goal of reaching 500 million people. In just one moment, the personal becomes incredibly global. And getting involved is made super simple. It's broken down into 3 clear roles, each with a different level of commitment. You can pray, you can actually go serve, or you can provide financial support.
This gives everyone multiple ways to plug in, making it easy to feel like you can contribute no matter your situation.
And this isn't just a vague idea to pray more. It's a highly organized, globally synchronized effort. I mean, look at this. By listing out specific time zones for Nigeria, the US, the UK, India, it shows a serious level of coordination. It makes the community feel so real and tangible. The message is clear. You are not praying alone. You are part of a constant 24/7 prayer chain wrapping around the world.
So, how do you manage a global community like this? You use modern tech. By leveraging platforms like WhatsApp, Telegram, and even TikTok, they have a clear strategy to keep communication flowing and everyone engaged. It keeps the community feeling connected and active no matter what continent they're on.
So this brings us right back to our big question. By breaking it all down, we can see this really deliberate path the message creates. It's a strategic funnel, moving someone from a private, personal struggle all the way to active participation in a huge global mission. It's just a really powerful structure for turning individual belief into collective action.
Good day, beloved. Thank you for watching. If this kingdom message has blessed you, please like, comment, and share with someone today. Stay connected with God's servant David Felix Nwefulu by subscribing for more daily kingdom inspirations and turn on your notification button so you do not miss a word that strengthens your faith. God bless you.